So many years ago, there was a German weaver who was quite poor, but he worked hard. But one Saturday night, he got bad news. As his employer was paying him, he said, "Business is bad. I don't need you anymore." So this poor guy is suddenly without a job. And he said, "But what about my poor wife and family?" But his master didn't really care too much about that. But the weaver said, "God helps. He will not forsake me." So he is trusting in God to help him. So let's see how God does help him. So when that man went home, he had to tell his wife and his children that he had no more money coming in. He had no work, nothing to rely on. But he told his family, God helps. He will not forsake us. And so before long, their food was starting to run out and they were starting to feel hungry. But this man did not get angry at God. He didn't despair. He trusted in God. He comforted his family. And he prayed often with them and by himself that God would take care of them and give them what they need. And their neighbors were poor as well, and they felt sorry for them. But one boy, he thought they were rather stupid for praying and trusting in God. And so one day as this boy was passing by the house and he could hear them praying, he picked up a dead raven and threw it through the open door. And he shouted, "There, saint, there's something for you to eat." And that weaver picked it up and he said, "Oh, the poor thing seems to have died of starvation because it's very thin. Hey, there's something hard in its crop." And so he opened up the bird's crop, I think that's like under its throat, and guess what he found inside? Inside there was a golden necklace. It looked like it was very expensive. And so he thought, wow. So he took it to a jeweler and he said, "Do you know who owns this necklace?" And the jeweler said, "Oh yes, I do know. It is worth a lot of money and it belongs to the man that you used to work for. And his whole household has been upset because it is missing." And so the weaver quickly went back to his old boss and told him how he had found the necklace. And the man was very thankful and he straight away promised to give this man's job back again. And he was very touched by the proof of what that man had said. That man had simply trusted God and said, "The Lord helps."